All right, for this series, it's going to be a snap down series again, but my opponent's going to have a square stance, and I'm going to be snapping down from distance. So previously, you guys saw me working a snap down from close distance where he had a staggered and square stance, and really was a optimal way to kind of get my opponent to the mat and to my dominant positions. So we're in distance now, right? This guy's way stronger than me. Oftentimes, like, if you guys go back and watch ADCC, there's a lot of big guys there. So when I was hand fighting, I had to go in and out constantly because if I get trapped inside, a guy that has 50 pounds on me and is a freak athlete, it's going to be a bad day. So I worked a sequence in the Orlando Sanchez match, in the Ali match, where I come in and out, wear my opponent down, and eventually use this technique to snap him to and through the mat. So I'm from distance, I gauge my distance, touch my partner. Now I'm going to do a push-pull sequence where I take my left hand, my lead leg, collar tie, right? And rear hand is going to go onto the shoulder, armpit area. I'm just going to do a push-pull, quick little snap. So I'm back in my stance, push-pull, quick little snap. So this little sequence, I would work it in series of 3. I go push-pull twice, and our third one would be a push-pull to a snap down. And the snap down is according to his reaction. So on the third time, typically my opponent would come react as in pressure into me and reach. And as my opponent reaches and pressure into me, that's when I'd go full contact, snap him down to the mat right in front of me. So I go push-pull, back out, we circle a little bit, right back into it, push-pull, back out. On the third sequence, as I go push-pull, my opponent's going to go reach up and pressure into me, and now I can snap him to the mat. And it's so much easier because he already has momentum coming towards me. This is a really important ideal if you have a bigger opponent. If your opponent's bigger than you, it's going to be much harder for you to move and much more dangerous essentially, because if you get put in bad positions, heavier opponent is much harder to escape from. So to stay on the outside and stay out of the danger zone, I stay out here and I work a sequence from the far where I go my lead leg, grab, and lead hand grabs collar tie and armpit. I just go 1, 2, push, pull, snap, right back in it, push, pull, snap. Now third sequence, he goes to touch me as I push, pull, snap him right to the mat. My hands are on my opponent. I'm circling, get into my dominant positions. Let's go again. We're just going to do a nice slow series of this where I'm pushing, I'm pulling, circle a little bit, push, pull, circle. Now opponent pressures back into me. Now I snap them to and through the mat. Again, from far, push, pull, push, pull. Third time, push, pull. Very good. You always want your opponent reacting towards you. A stagnant opponent is much harder to move than a attacking opponent with momentum. So let's go back into the series. Very important to do both sides, left and right. Now I'm going to take my right leg with right hand lead and left arm in the armpit. Push, pull, quick little push, pull, snap. From distance, close the distance again, push, pull. On the third time, my opponent pressures back into me. Now I'm able to snap him right to the mat into my dominant positions. Now once again, in my stance, push, pull, circle. I push, pull, circle, push, pull. Opponent reacts, right down to the mat into my dominant attacking positions. All right, guys, that's if your opponent has a square stance and you're stabbing from a distance, keeps you out of the danger zone into attacking positions. Check it out, y'all.